There's different directors, right? There's your director. All right, everybody quiet. Quiet right now. All right. Different directors, right? You have a director of photography, right? So what do you think he does?
He tells people what to do.
Everybody tells people what to do. That's what they call director. But what do you think they do specifically?
Action. He directs the actions, like when people like running first.
That's close. All right, so director of photography, he handles what? He handles the look of what you're working at. So he's on camera telling the camera what to do, okay? Primarily, but he answers to who? The main director, right? So the director that handles the script, he handles the actors, tells them what to do. So that's me, and you guys are my crew. Rolling, and cue music, action.
Harlem Shake.
When you signed up for the Brotherhood Project, was this what you expected?
Actually, no, because my mom actually tricked me. She told me that I was actually going to an NBA camp.
To an NBA camp?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your Brotherhood Project experience.
My Brotherhood Project experience. I learned a lot of terms that really help Black men, like unity, self-determination, creativity, all important stuff in which a person should have in their life.
What do you guys hope to learn from the Brotherhood Project?
We learned that self-determination and song and stuff.
We learned about job interviews and how to become a man.
And how to not go to jail.
Stay off the streets. And know stuff about how to be a lawyer one day.
You want to be a lawyer one day?
Yes.
Basically, the Brotherhood Project makes our dreams more stronger.
I'm gonna be famous one day, and I'm gonna give a shout out to the Brotherhood community.
Can you describe your experience with the Brotherhood Project thus far?
Thus far, when we started, we really had no idea what we were getting ourselves into, but you start talking to these kids, you realize that, you know, they all have some good in them. They just really needed someone to help them realize that if you give them care, you trust in them, and you just, you know, listen, that they all have the opportunity of doing great things.
In the year 2000, 2.4 million people were arrested under the age of 18. African American males are twice as likely to have a juvenile case be waived to adult conversion. And lastly, African American first-time juvenile offenders are 6 times more likely to be admitted to a state facility than a white youth.
Start with your name, your age, and where you're from.
My name is Dal, 13 years old, and I'm from Dorchester.
Alright, so to you, what does community mean? What's the definition?
The hood.
What do you mean? Can you explain a little bit?
See the bricks right there, and bricks from the park and all that. That's community.
That's your community?
Yeah.
Alright, so what are some of the strengths and some of the weaknesses you see in your community?
Weaknesses? Well, one of the strengths is, no, one of the weaknesses is people not getting job interviews. Also, so many poor people, and violence.
What are some of the strengths and weaknesses in your community?
One weakness is violence. There's a lot of that in my community.
Too much violence, too much gang violence for no reason. Absolutely no reason. Drug use, alcohol, all that. And then the strengths is how we can come together when time is needed. Like when a crisis happens, we can come together.
Explain what unity means to you.
It means we coming together.
My definition of community is a place where people can live and a place where people connect. Usually different people, and Like, a community is like a small biosphere. It's like a home for everyone. Just a very big home.
Mr. Tyrone, if you can give yourself a message 10 years from now, what will it be?
How did I become so handsome?
Thank you for your answer.
But I want you to do this. The same standard that you want somebody to set in judging you, you make sure you set that same standard for other people. So when you encounter somebody you don't know, do not judge them based upon their skin color, but judge them based upon how they treat you.
So would you come back if we do this next year?
Yeah.
All right.